Travis Wayne Goodsell. No word on Holland dead yet. He's on his deathbed. Whether he dies during this time through tomorrow with the signs in heavens that I did the video of yesterday. I don't know. But for him to be removed from his callings on the 6th, and he's still gone missing to this date, 14 days, 2 weeks. 2 weeks later. Not looking good. So, the videos I do are just repeats with a different presentation. Sometimes I do new stuff, like William Law, when the church released the 1844 documents on the Joseph Smith papers, and while they published it, it may have already been in the Joseph Smith papers, and they just finally got around to publishing it. Not quite sure. I'd have to find the other documents and see where I left off if I did make it to 1844. But I've been going through it anyway, just in case I don't have it. And there's scripture that should be put in our Doctrine and Covenants. He repeats again that monogamous couples go to the celestial kingdom. Found that. And more about the Danites, who were setting them up through this whole time. And there's several documents where Brigham Young was arguing with Joseph Smith and trying to get Joseph Smith to do things as the mayor. And so I can see that he was trying to trash Joseph Smith's reputation and get other people upset with him during this time period before his assassination. And so, yeah, the church just lies to us. It's sad. You got the kids going to Missouri. I don't know. I saw it today. Whether they did it yesterday and they posted it today, or I don't know. But they went and visited with the governor and basically did a tour of the government buildings in Missouri. And so if I decide to put the children were executed under the orders of the governor, I can guarantee you there's going to be dumb people who will make a comment. They didn't die. The extermination order was lifted. You guys you don't get it. You don't think. That's just the preheated oven. I've already got it cooking. So I'm good for another 14 minutes. But, I mean, with the name videos right before conference, without fail, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. They didn't change the name. You don't get it. They're supposed to not have this name. It's the wrong name in the first place. And you don't think. You know, I'm trying to get Mormons' attention. Because I even found Joseph Smith frustrated with the Mormons in 1844. He too was frustrated with you. Oh my God. You guys despite the better public school system that we have, you guys are still without understanding of Mormonism. And yeah, the big part is because of the church. They lied to us. They're purposely deceiving us. And so, if I were to put the extermination order in the title, there will be those who are not thinking about how that came to be in the first place. It was because of the Danites. This is when Joseph Smith got framed and falsely locked up in Liberty Jail because of the Danites. And then you're not paying attention. What did Brigham Young do? Oh, well, Thomas B. Marsh, he was protecting his wife because she stole milk scrapings. And she was excommunicated, and Thomas B. Marsh was defending her honor and had it escalated all the way up to Joseph Smith. He's in Liberty Jail. He didn't excommunicate him. In fact, the Joseph Smith papers reveal documents that should be in our Doctrine and Covenants that aren't, where Joseph Smith is upset with the 12. You exalted yourself. He was a good man. He was chased out by the Danites. That whole milk thing, blaming the wife, that's a common theme of the Danites. They love to blame the wives. And that's also another reason why you can know that Section 132 on polygamy is a forged document by the Danites. The leader, specifically, Brigham Young. Because Joseph apparently blames Emma. You better let him have more wives. You're going to be destroyed. Dear God. So yeah, these guys are evil. And you guys refuse to study your scriptures to learn that you're supposed to get out of the church. This is the great and abominable church. And the church has got you so brainwashed you won't leave. And it's sad because you attack me. The church weaponizes you. Now, I can understand the boys who want to be Danites just like their daddies and their grandpas. You know, you have to prove yourself. You know, you have to be a part of DesNat first and show that you can threaten people to obey. And they don't even think. I mean, these guys are using weapons to get people to obey. And they don't think. You don't force people's agency. Never. Teancum's javelin was for war, so that he can defeat the enemy. You don't use it for conversion. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, if you don't get baptized, I've got this sword here. And it's at the neck of your daughter. You need to get baptized. Let God prevail. I mean, seriously, you guys are the enemy. And you don't see it. You try to take away other people's agency. You get angry. You get violent. You send death threats. Even the thumbs down shows that you are willing to murder if given the opportunity. Because you're not giving me my religious freedom. You're not giving Joseph his religious freedom. You've replaced Joseph's religion. You've called him Christian because you're illiterate. Whether on purpose or whether you're just brainwashed. 1 Nephi chapter 1 verse 2. The learning of the Jews. The Jews are not Christian. They don't believe in Jesus Christ. The prophets didn't believe in Jesus Christ. They're not talking about him. What are you thinking? The prophets are lying to all of us. Because they're the great and abominable prophets of the great and abominable church with the great and abominable Jesus Christ. And those of you who've been on missions know that Christianity and Jesus are abominable. Because verse 19 says so. Because they're anti-Semitic. anti-Jewish. Ta-da! Now do you see the evil of Brigham Young? No, you don't, do you? Still, I can't break that wall of the false idol god of the great and abominable church. And you don't even care that Joseph Smith warns you that the church will destroy you. Utterly destroy you. It will get ugly. And you can't complain once it happens, because you brought it upon yourself, because you didn't hearken to the true Christ. So, that's it. That's all. A quickie today.